I figured since it was such a pretty day, I'd do this on my patio, in my patio garden. It was a nice breeze. It was in the high 70s. And when it is not raining, people just freak out in Portland. And everybody's out crawling around, checking out the sights. So I thought it would be nice to be out here while painting. But yeah. Have you been on, did you try Periscope anymore, Sandra? Or did you just try that once and it was kind of like, you said bad image quality? That sucks. I mean, this seems like it's a lot better. That sucks. Do you really? Yeah, it might have been your phone or something, but I remember when Periscope first started, I really didn't like the quality, but I feel like this broadcast quality looks a little better than it used to. I don't know if they've made many changes. It's been seriously months since I've been on here. Many months it has been. Seems like Periscope has quieted down a little bit since I've been on. And I get less notifications too from the people that I follow. I feel like there was like a golden age. Ah! Here we go. Oh, I missed those comments because I was being distracted. The wind had blown one of my prints. So go grab it. Sorry. Please feel free to repeat yourselves. I missed the comments. Let's see. Oh, I know. Yeah, that would have been fun. If you try it again, you let me know in advance, and I will make sure that I'm watching at the right time. Have you tried any live broadcasting in any other platforms that I could watch you, Alessandra? Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you're silly. Yeah, I know. I honestly get a little nervous every time before I do live broadcasting. It is a little freaky. Doing my little YouTube videos isn't as scary because I can edit things out and turn the camera off if I get flustered and try again. But I don't know. I have seen some people like preface in their title that they won't do any speaking, and then they just go and draw and paint. Maybe you could do one of those. You just turn off the comments and just yeah, totally. I've seen that. Yeah, some really well-known artists have done that I follow. And you can turn off the comments too, so people need to mind their own business. I don't know. Yeah, dude, I just go on and don't even talk and just turn off the comments and just, let people watch you. Maybe put on some nice music and just relax and then yeah. Okay. You think about it. I just want to watch you. I love your shading's just amazing with your with your pencil, with your graphite drawings and stuff. It'd be fun to see you go at it. I really haven't had the opportunity to watch anybody on Facebook either. I guess I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see if it's something that works out better. Yeah. I totally forgot how I'd even colored this. What did I do? I think I started... The house was with the hibiscus. I wish I could paint with the matcha again, but I felt like the matcha powder lost its green after like a month or so, even with the coat of spray varnish. So I kind of haven't been working with the matcha. Plus it's so expensive. Matcha powder, man. That's it, some really expensive tea, and then to use it as paint, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I felt like it's, because when it went on, it was like super, super vibrant, and then I kept one of the first ones that I did, and I don't know, I didn't really like it all that much. Yeah, it lost some of its brightness. It turned kind of dull, even after the spray, so... I only have done that one, I think it was Wednesday Addams print with the matcha, and that's it. That was the very first tea print I ever did, I ever started offering. But yeah. I was thinking about doing more Periscopes again, and, you know, only allowing them to be live broadcasts, and then not allowing people to do the replays, and then just exporting the full video and putting it on my Patreon page as like an exclusive tidbit for people. I don't know, that might work. Give it a shot. I just expect that the people on my YouTube channel don't want to see like a full rendition of me painting, so I always just do a clip and then speed it up so it's kind of more time-lapse. But I've had more and more people say they want to see like the whole process. So this is my trial. I'm gonna export this and then see what the quality is like. See if I want to continue doing stuff like that. Oh, that's good to hear. That's so funny. I mean, that's what everybody keeps saying. I'm really surprised that people prefer real time versus time lapse. You know, I just get worried that people are going to be bored. Hey, thank you for the hearts. But that's so weird. Okay, well then I'm going to have to start doing that more live action versus the time lapse. I just thought it would be the complete opposite. I was just worried people would get bored watching, like, you know, like a 20-minute video of me painting, so I just would speed it up. But yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying. Hey man, it's nice to see you. It's been a long time since I've been on here, huh? Yeah, I understand if you're really into the creative process, time-lapse doesn't really make sense for that. You lose a lot of that technique, and everything goes by so quickly. Oh yay! Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you love the prints. That means the world to me, seriously. Super love that. This is this month's tea print. They do smell lovely. I always use the same two teas. It's the Rooibos chai, which is a red bush tea from Africa, mixed with some Indian spice herbs that kind of make it kind of chai-ish. It's my favorite tea to drink as well as paint with, because it's got this nice little reddish sepia color. But I also love the hibiscus. which is the bluish purple, which actually goes on a bit red. But yeah, I need to maybe experiment with some new teas though. I think it'd be kind of fun to add some new stuff. But yeah, like the green tea just wasn't, I just didn't feel like it was opaque enough. Like it was such a subtle color that I don't know, kind of did away with that. Your drawing smells nice. Yes. Yes, yes. They smell nice until I put the fixative, the varnishing on them, and they smell like aerosol stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, it is nice. It's kind of like aromatherapy painting with tea. But I don't know, like, I think this month's tea print is perhaps my favorite of all the tea prints that I've done so far. I think there's just so many little details and elements, and it's like a full little scene that, I don't know, I really like it. I really like it. So I'm a little surprised that, you know, I mean, I think I have like 6 left, which, you know, there's plenty of days left, for people to grab it up, but, you know, sometimes they sell out really quick, and other times I have some back stock, and that's cool too. Back stock is nice. Adding some little wispies. So before I came home, I was working at my second job. And afterwards, I went to my favorite tea shop, which is called the Tao of Tea, which is where I get all my loose leaf teas. And they make the yummiest matcha green tea shake. It's so good. So I treated myself to that. And then after that, I was like, oh, I do have those tea prints. I gotta fill that order. I think I'm just gonna go home and play with tea on the patio garden. And here I am. Yeah, definitely go and treat yourself to some nice tea after that fiasco with the worms. That is just so scary. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. There's been a bunch of articles lately about that happening all over the world, really, with the parasites in tea. Good for you. I don't drink a lot of milk either. I use coconut milk. I don't use dairy milk. But I still haven't given up cheese. I don't know if I'll ever be able to give up cheese. Cheese is just awesome. I'll try. Oh yeah, coconut milk for sure. I don't know. I've never really made my own milk. I heard you can make your own almond milk. Yay! I'm so happy you're having a beautiful day. Yeah, it's totally patio weather. That's really all I wanted to do today, was hang out in my patio and drink tea and paint. Yeah. And I better enjoy it while it lasts, because I'm sure it will go back to rain. But I love the rain too. And Oregonians, I mean, there's a lot of rain in Oregon, and people don't like to hear that you like the rain, but I'm an ex-Californian, and rain is still like this magical, mystical experience for me, so I can't help it. But it is nice. It is nice to be able to sit on the patio and not have to wear a bunch of scarves and layers. So I think tomorrow's going to be like in the high 80s. So that'll be, I have to wear something. I have to go back to my office job tomorrow, so to figure out comfortable attire for that. Alright, I'm going to do some splatters. Oh my goodness, how long have I been drawing my creature ladies? That's a good question. I've probably been drawing them since I was a little kid. I mean, my aunts and uncles have strange third eye, weird breasted mermaids that I was drawing when I was like 7, all on their refrigerators and stuff. So I was really lucky to grow up in a super artistic environment and have a lot of working artists as mentors, and babysitters and surrogate, parents essentially. So I've been painting all my life, really. But professionally, I've probably only been painting to, sell and to make any sort of profit for maybe about 7 years or so. And yeah, but I feel like my creature ladies kind of change, and every few years I'm adding a new aspect to them, and just as I change, so do my creature ladies, and my style kind of develops a little bit more. So it's kind of a progression. I'm interested to see where it goes next. That's a good question. Thanks for asking. Oh yeah, the sketchbooks are fun. I literally have one more sketch to do in my current sketchbook, and then I will be doing a new sketchbook tour. I think I've talked about that on several of my YouTube videos, promising sketchbook tours, and then I still haven't done one. But that's just because it's been I've been working on a lot of side projects, a lot of art projects that have been taking up my sketching time, so I just haven't quite gotten to it yet. But I literally just have one page left to finish. I have this weird thing where I feel like I'm not allowed to draw in a new sketchbook unless I've filled every single page in my current sketchbook. It doesn't make sense, but yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. I personally love sketchbook tours too. Like I go on YouTube and look at people as well doing those sketchbook tours. It's fascinating. It's kind of intimate, honestly, like letting people into your sketchbook, and it is an intimate look at the inside of an artist's mind. And because a lot of my sketches end up painting concepts, so they're like these little preliminary stages in the evolution of my paintings, and I feel like a lot of artists do that too, so it's kind of interesting. Thank you for the hearts. Just adding some more little splattery details on the side. So like when this gets framed, a lot of these splatter details get capped, but I still kind of like to have them there. But the more and more I do these tea prints, the more and more I'm like, God, I really should maybe do like a little, like, I don't know, like a comic book or something, and I just illustrate it, pen and ink, and then draw, and then paint them all with tea. Yeah, I gotta love that hibiscus, man. I love this stuff. This one's drying super purpley today. Oh my goodness, Darktown Sally! Wow. That's exciting, you're here! Hello! Darktown Sally, you guys should all, if you're interested, you should check out her work. Super inspiring. I think we found each other during the Drawloween madness. Yeah. It's good to have art crushes. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing lovely. Just sitting on the patio, enjoying the weather, and doing some tea painting after a day of working, and just filling in this little print order, and just having fun. Sushi Cat's here with me, hanging out. We have art crushes on each other. I love it. Thanks for the hearts. Oh, okay. Okay, Alessandra, it was nice hanging out with you. Nice seeing you. I hope I get to see you do some stuff too. Do some live paintings or drawing sometime. But yeah, stop back in when you can. Yeah, this is fun though. This tea painting stuff is addictive. I think I've been working on what I thought was going to be an actual novel that I was going to write, which was a very silly, diluted concept of me. I don't know. But I have, you know, maybe 20 or 25 pages of a novel started, and I'm realizing I'm not really a writer, right? Like, I have this concept, but I think it would be easier for me to pair it with some images. So I'm really thinking about trying my hand at doing some comic book stuff, and coloring it with tea in this format. I think that might work pretty well. So we'll see. I have to do some. Yeah, you think so? I got, you know, first I gotta figure out, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to draw out the characters and, you know, kind of map some of their energies and, you know, their mannerisms, and see if I can, like, capture it the way that I've been wanting to write it. And then if I can do that, then I can maybe start storyboarding. Oh, they smell delicious. We were just saying that too. Yeah, it's like aromatherapy, you know, because I'm using rooibos chai, which is a red bush African tea, and then it's got the spices that make up the, you know, kind of Indian chai flavor. So it's super delightful to smell, and I love it. And hibiscus is kind of tangy and fresh. So these two combined, pretty heady, pretty lovely. I wish I didn't have to, like, spray crazy chemicals on these afterwards to make sure that the vibrancy is, you know, the UV is protected, but I kind of have to, and I think that ends up ruining the smell for people when they actually get the prints. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but I encourage people to try tea painting and enjoy the aroma themselves. Oh, I just use your basic UV protective spray varnish. I'm blanking on the brand, but it's pretty much just a fixative that has a UV protect little layer to it, because, you know, tea is obviously not made to be light fast. So I was like, well, I should probably do something about that if I'm going to be, you know, shipping these prints off. So that's all, really. Man, I'm getting super splattery with this one. Super splattery. Splatters are fun. I'm kind of going overboard on this print, but kind of liking the results. I usually don't spend this much time. But it's getting a lot of layers of tea, this one. Yeah, splatters are fun. I've been wanting to, you know, experiment with, you know, like fountain pens, and then being able to, like, splash and splatter ink too. Since I've been having so much fun splattering tea, I'm like, maybe I should be splattering some ink too. I'd have some fun doing that. Yeah. But this little house is like my dream house. It's like a blend between, like, the Addams Family house and, like, the Goonies house. And I might do that. I might treat myself to a fountain pen, Darktown Sally. I might do that. I might go and, I don't have one. I need to get one, and I need to get some ink, and then I might try that. Maybe that'll get me to designate more drawing time, because I haven't been able to draw as much lately because of painting projects. I'm working on two different murals, and then a couple different commissions, and all of the commissions seem to be, like, super male-centric, which is so weird because my art's so feminine generally. And all of a sudden I got all these commissions for manly stuff. Yeah, like Odin and literally a penis on a skateboard, and, like, it's just like, Thank you. I get really nervous when I draw guys, because, yeah, I don't know. I was worried they're just gonna end up like looking like chicks with beards. I'm glad you like the Odin. Oh, the murals, yeah. Murals is definitely like the direction I want to head in, more and more so. Like that was like my intention that I set the last couple of years. I put it out there to the universe, and I was like, I want to do more murals. But the murals really depend, like as far as the time you said, the time it takes to paint. I mean, it really is up to how big the wall is, and I don't know. I painted like a bedroom in a couple days, and that's like 4-hour days. So it can be time consuming. But I did like these little bench murals, and those took about 4 hours or so to do. I feel like for murals, like I don't know if I really like, after hour 4 I'm not as excited and enjoying the situation as much. So that's usually where I cap it a day as far as like painting on walls. About 4 hours. About 4 hours. Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, painting big is great. When you have the ability to, I would definitely try painting on murals. If you have the opportunity, go for it. Yeah, because, paper size and all that you also just asking, the bigger you are doing something, the more details you can get, is what I've found. So if I was allowed to paint the sides of buildings, I just love that, because there's just so much more room to explore. There's only so many little details I can put right here in these eyeballs, because they're so small. So when I do them large, I feel freer. So that's one of the reasons why I love murals. But also I love public art. I love street art. I grew up in Venice Beach, and there was just a plethora of street art everywhere. And I thought it was pretty cool. It was refreshing, versus like the gallery scene where it's curated and sometimes you have to pay to get in and it's kind of exclusive. Whereas, if it's in the street, if it's street art, it's pretty much anybody's art, and everybody's aware of it and able to see it, and it's, sometimes it's even anonymous, so there's like a lack of ego involved too, which, there's a lot of ego in the art world. So yeah, I don't know, I really love it. I want to pursue it more, and I'm lucky to have befriended a lot of the Portland street art community, and they've kind of taken me under their wing. And then I found this community action organization called Alberta Artworks, and they you submit them a sketch, on what you want to paint, and then they will go out as an advocate for you and find a wall, and then find donators that sponsor your wall and pay for your paint and pay for your time. And I think that's really important. I want, yeah, it's super cool. I think there should be more of that everywhere, because public art has a way of like changing people's landscapes and mindscapes, and I don't know, I think blank walls are just so boring. They're just so boring. Yeah, like blank walls actually like make me queasy. I'm like I had to clear off a section of my my studio because I was gonna paint this big panel in there. It turns out it couldn't even fit, but I had to clear off the wall so I could lean this panel against the wall, and I just like had to stare at a blank wall for a couple days, and it literally caused me anxiety. And because it's like there's potential for things to be there. It's so blank. It's kind of like ominous. This ominous white void. Scary. No more white walls. No more. Yeah, I don't know if there's like, is there a medical journal out there for people who are scared of blank white walls? Because, yeah, that's exactly it. I don't know. think I have a fear of blank walls. Wow. Who would have thunk it? But yeah, so I got really involved with that organization, and then they asked me to actually be one of the board members, which is nice because now I have the opportunity to think of other people other than myself. You know, I'm always out there trying to get walls, but now I can help others get walls, and I think that's important. It's an important exercise, right? I mean, as artists, we can be very self-serving creatures. So when the opportunity came that, you know, I could be a part of this organization, I said yes. And I don't know, it's fun. It's fun, you know. Gotta get more art out everywhere. Well, there's a hell of a lot of tea on this. Lots and lots of tea. Yeah, I need some new tea recommendations. I've been rocking like the same teas. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Do you guys have any favorite teas that I should check out? Because I feel like I'm in a tea rut. I mean, I love the tea that I drink, but it's mostly just like the rooibos chai, the hibiscus, and green, really. That's like all I've been drinking lately. A friend of mine said I should try chrysanthemum. I've never had that. Ah, this paper curls. There's so much tea on this paper that the paper curled. Coffee? Dude, coffee is crazy, man. I mean, it smells so good. And then I like try and drink some, and then I turn into a rabid squirrel. It's horrifying. Seriously, I think I scare people when I drink coffee. Yeah, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but on Friday, somebody at my office brought in some sort of super fancy tea, or no, fancy coffee, and it sounded really good, so I actually tried a cup, and I was bouncing off the walls. My hands were shaking, and I knew that I was gonna be like that, so I put in a bunch of like coconut milk. I only filled the cup up like this much, and I still was just wigging out, dude. So no more coffee for me. I already knew that too, but you know, it had been years, and our bodies change, right? We changed, so I thought maybe I can handle some coffee. No. Oh well. I like coffee flavored things. Like, I like coffee ice cream and coffee hard candy. So I guess that's the only way I'm allowed to. Yes, dude, palpations. That's exactly one of the things that happened, and I started freaking out a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's how I just generally describe myself, as an old lady. I'm an old lady who likes to stay at home and pet my cat and drink tea and paint. That's pretty much my MO, so I feel you. Oh yeah, sleeping becomes really hard, so, you know, I don't know, some people can do it. Like, you said you have a lot of kids too, with drinking coffee. I mean, sometimes it's a necessity because you have to stay up late, but like, I'm an old lady. I like to go to bed at like 9. I just, you know, I don't know, but yeah, I'm really, you know, I'm just pretty mellow, and you know, my friends tease me, like, I don't drink. It's not that I'm against drinking, again, I'm a super lightweight, and I get self-conscious, so I don't even try like drinking alcohol. So whenever I go to a bar, I just bring my own like sachet of tea and I ask for a cup of hot water, and the bartenders stare at me and probably think not nice thoughts, but I've heard about that, the coffee migraines, the, you know, lack of, it's like you guys go through withdrawal. That's so sad. I mean, I think I kind of experienced that too, because I have a cup of green tea every morning, and if I miss my cup of green tea, I am cranky, and I usually end up getting headaches. It's amusing. The brain just is like, hey, you usually give me this chemical around this time, and then if you don't, it, you know, freaks out a little bit. Yeah, I think I've put like as much tea as I possibly can on this print. I should probably back off a little. So, here we go. Here's Sushi. Hi, kittens. There's Sushi Cat. What's up, man? How you doing? Yep, he's just doing his thing. And here's my little patio garden. That is actually really like not very big. It's actually very small. It's a small little space, but thank you. Everything's in little pupa stages. There's not much growing right now, but here's my morning glory sprouts. These are all my morning glory. Morning glories are my favorite flower, so I'm really excited about those sprouts. And this is my first rose bush ever, and it's got some buds on it. I'm really excited. It's called the Twilight Zone Rose, and it's like deep purple. Yeah. And Sushi's following us around. The Twilight Zone deep purple. But yeah, look at all these sprouts. I think these are cosmos flowers, and then most of these are marigolds. And then these are going to be peas. I don't know. I'm sorry if this is boring. This is where I was painting. Sushi's posing. Well, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're a florist? Wow, that's an art form too. That's cool. I love it. That's really pretty. I don't know if I have a green thumb. I've been trying for years to kind of try and figure it out, but I don't know. If I had more space, I'd probably just even be into doing rock gardens. My plants die too. I don't know what it is. Is it that I'm overwatering or underwatering? That's always my question. I'm never sure which way it actually is. But look, I did a rock stacking. Oh my gosh, yeah, succulents and stuff. Yeah. And then I tried air plants, and like I couldn't even keep an air plant alive. I don't know. I think I overwatered it or something, but hello! Here I am. I'm like a mess, guys. Like, look at what's even happening with my hair right now. I don't even know. I don't know. Hello! Yeah, I just got back from work, really. I started doing some, I don't know, it's like the drink and paint kind of art teaching stuff. I started doing some of that. And that's what I do on the weekends now. Like once in a while. Hopefully, eventually I'll have enough hours to quit the office job, which would be sweet. I could just do murals, and yeah, it is popular. There's a lot of them popping up everywhere, those little wine and painting classes. But a buddy of mine owns one, and so it's kind of fun because he's pretty relaxed and understanding of my arty fartiness. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go. Look at how pretty it is out here. Look at all these trees. Look at all the trees out here. So many trees. Yeah. Hi, trees. They're happy trees. Bob Ross, the god of teaching people painting. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll try and do these more. I think I'm going to post this on YouTube if I can save it properly. Sometimes it glitches out and it doesn't let me save, but yeah, I want to see you, Darktown Sally. I want to see you do some live stuff. That would be so cool. I would totally geek out. That'd be fun. And Uncle, thank you so much for buying some of those prints and You guys are great. And yeah, soon, more soon. Okay, well, have a lovely evening. Bye bye.